Thousands of teenagers from immigrant families are still hoping to be part of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. The Obama-era policy gives legal protections and work permits to undocumented immigrants who arrived in the U.S. as children. Earlier this month, a Texas federal judge blocked the Biden administration from approving new applicants. One DACA applicant told CBS News the decision is, quote, terrifying.
I've lived here my whole life. Dreamers have lived here our whole lives, and there's no reason to think of us as anything but American. You know, we want to do everything that an American could do, and it seems like there's this barrier that has just been put up against us. It just feels like, I don't know, like I said, that it feels like we're not worthy of rights, which is a terrifying feeling.
With more on this, I'd like to bring in CBS News immigration reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez. Hi, Camilo. Great to see you. So you spoke with two DACA applicants. We just heard from the one who said his situation is terrifying. Can you clarify for us what sorts of logistical challenges these DACA applicants now face and what sort of limbo they're in?
Sure, yes, Tanya. Good afternoon. For tens of thousands of first-time DACA applicants, this recent court ruling by a federal judge in Texas was devastating. Teenagers like Agustin, the 18-year-old resident of Virginia whom I spoke to, are now unable to get work permits and protections from deportations that they would have had access to had they been approved for DACA. And remember, this is the first time the program has been open for over 3 years. When the Trump administration took power, it moved to dismantle DACA, but it also closed the program to new applicants in 2017. And many of these teenagers, like Agustin, became eligible for DACA during the Trump administration, so they were locked out of the program for 3 years. They got this opportunity to apply for it once it reopened back in December of last year, and now this federal judge in Texas has closed the program once again, and many of them had already filed applications, paid their fees, and even attended biometric appointments. So the logistical consequences of this, Tanya, is that people like Agustin will not be able to work here legally, and they also will not be protected from deportation. So while dreamers like Agustin are not prioritized for immigration enforcement and deportation, any contact with the criminal justice system can put them at risk of being in deportation proceedings.
Right, and I think it's important to clarify, as you just did, I'm just going to reiterate it, that these applicants aren't eligible to even apply until they turn 18, correct?
They have to turn 15,
so that
actually.
Sort of makes the... Oh, 15. Okay, great. So the timing of it is tricky, as you said. If one administration is blocking DACA applicants and the other one opens it up, you know, depending on where your birthday falls, you're either in or out of luck, correct?
Yes, Agustin turned 15 in 2017 when President Trump took office. Arlette Morales, another 18-year-old first-time DACA applicant who I spoke to for the story, also turned 15 during the Trump administration. So they were locked out of DACA for those 3 years. And then when the program reopened last year, they rushed to apply. But now, again, their applications were not approved in time. And this federal court has ordered the Biden administration to stop approving first-time DACA applications.
And so, Camilo, what kind of economic and emotional toll is this having on these young people and their families? Because as you pointed out, they are not able to work. That's number one. So clearly there's an economic toll. But also, what about the emotional toll?
Well, for high school students, just think about it, Tanya. This decision means that they cannot get a summer job or even a driver's license. In most states, you need to have a work permit or some sort of status to get a driver's license. Only some states like California allow undocumented immigrants to obtain driver's licenses. So that is a big impact for high schoolers. For recent graduates from U.S. high schools like Arlette Morales and Agustin, who we featured in the story, it also means that they can't work after graduating, and that it will make it harder for them to study in college, and they sometimes will not be eligible for in-state tuition because some states actually make in-state tuition for undocumented immigrants contingent on having DACA status. And for young adults, it means not being able to provide for their families financially. financially, and many of these young adults who were going to apply for DACA have U.S. citizen children. So it has repercussions in many different ways. And again, there's also the emotional component. Arlette Morales, the 18-year-old who we spoke to, said that she has suffered mentally from all this back and forth. First, the program was closed, then it reopened, and now it's closed again, and she feels like she has been fighting throughout all this time and can't access any status. So it has certainly taken an economic toll, but also an emotional one for many of these applicants.
And so what is the latest on the legal challenge to this recent court decision, and what is being done about new legislation?
So the Biden administration has pledged to appeal this court order in Texas, but it has yet to do so, Tanya, so we will wait and see when they do so. We know that the Department of Homeland Security will also issue a rule to codify DACA into a regulation. That is also forthcoming, but we have no timetable yet. And in Congress, we know that this court ruling has injected a new sense of urgency into the debate over placing this population on a pathway to U.S. citizenship. We know now there are a growing number of Democratic lawmakers in both the House and the Senate that actually support including a immigration provision that would legalize Dreamers, farm workers, and temporary protected status holders in the budget reconciliation process, which, as you know, can be authorized by a simple majority, unlike regular bills in the Senate. So it remains to be seen whether Democrats will be able to convince the parliamentarian that there is an economic argument to legalizing these populations, but it is still notable to see that that proposal has garnered so much support in a few weeks.
Camilo Montoya-Galvez, thank you.
Thank you, Tanya.